back to this week's vlog. Now today is kind of a different vlog because it's something that I have never vlogged before, and also I've never actually done it with Danny, so yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. So today I am hacking up to Codden, which will only take me about 20 minutes, and I am meeting Lydia. So you guys all know Lydia because I've had lessons with her earlier on last year. Basically, I need Lydia to explain it all to you because I do know, but I don't want to say it and then get it wrong. So when we get over with Lydia in a little while, I'm going to get her to speak on here and tell you what she's qualified for and what she does. But today, what we are doing is we are doing some groundwork. Now, it is really important to do groundwork with your horse, and it's something that I never do. My dad used to do a lot of like horsemanship and done like lots of join up and follow up, etc., and he used to get me to do it. And when I was little, I would have been from the age of 4 up to 10, I used to do it with my ponies, and I used to find it the most boringest thing ever. And I used to say to my dad, I don't want to do it, like what's the point of it? But actually, looking back, it is so important. The only bit of groundwork I do with Dan, which you can't really class it groundwork, is leading him into the stable. That is literally all I do on the ground with Dan, and it's going to help Dan in so many different ways that it's just so important. But I'm going to get Lydia to explain it to you all. So we have hired Codden, so like I said, I'm going to hack up there, and I'm actually just going to ride him up there bareback, but I'm going to put his bridle on because what I was going to do is I was just going to hack him in his head collar and bareback, which is normally what I do. But to get up to Codden, I've got to go on the main road, not very far at all, but I think it's a little bit ignorant if I'm going along the main road in a head collar. So I am going to put his bridle on, but I am going to ride him bareback because he doesn't need his saddle. And then I'm going to put the head collar in my mum's car, and then we'll swap over once we're there. My mum's going to be filming it. But I need to get Dan in because I need to give him a good brush because I want him looking nice and clean and smart for this video. And I need to be left here by about, I'm going to allow myself 25 minutes. So I'm going to leave here for 1:05, get there for 1:30, might get there just before. And yeah, that's it. It's going to be so easy because I'm not going to have to worry about tacking up. So, and I also need to clean my boots because I want to look clean. Ignore the stable, guys. I haven't mucked out yet because I was in a rush this morning, so I don't want to come back. But I've just put some boots on Dan. Now, Dan doesn't need to wear brushing boots today because we're not jumping. I'm not really riding him. But I put them on just because, God, my face is so hot. I've literally got a body warmer and a base air on, and I am boiling. But the reason why I like wearing brushing boots is because Dan does need them when riding, and even though we're just going to be stood in the school, I just like him to wear brushing boots, basically, guys. But he doesn't need them at all. So if you guys, after seeing this video, want to do some groundwork with your horses, don't feel that you need to put boots on because it's not an essential. It's just that I'd like him to have boots on. Also, because I am riding him up and back, it's not very far or long, but yeah, I just like to have his boots on. So I'm going to just shove an exercise sheet on him. He's all brush. As I'm going to ride him up with the exercise sheet because it is actually quite cold, and then I'll take it off once we're in the school because the sand school is an indoor as well. And then I've just got to put his bridle on. But for now, I'm just going to quickly go and wash my boots because it is an embarrassment, guys, because I use them just for hacking and they're just plastered in mud. Like yesterday I went up Codden, and then the other day I went up a canter track. And yeah, it's disgusting how dirty they are. So I'm just going to quickly give them a wipe over so that they look clean. A little bit of behind the scenes for you guys. And then, yeah, we will get going. I'm not actually sure what the time is. So this is one boot. Just disgusting. And my second boot. Yeah, these need to be cleaned. So I'm just going to use that bucket, get a scrubby brush, brush them off, and it'll be perfect, ready to go. Now, I have cleaned them. Not sure how they're going to come out like once they have dried, but I'd imagine they're going to look 10 times better than what they did before I washed them. That is the colour of the water. But yeah, they are going to have to do, and hopefully they don't look that bad, I'm hoping. But we are nearly here, guys. Just got to go in where that sign is. So I had Dan's exercise sheet on, but because my mum's obviously driving up, my exercise sheet was going to go flying. It was blowing all over the place. It was just ridiculous. So good job. Dan wasn't spooked by it or anything. He didn't seem to care, but my mum stopped and took it off. So poor old Dan's got to ride naked now, but we're nearly there anyway, and he's warmed up. We've been doing some trotting anyway. And then on the way home, I've got his fleece exercise sheet in the car. So on the way back, I'll put that on and see if that's any better, because he will be cooling down then. I won't be trotting. But yeah, we're here. Not sure if Lydia's here or not, but my mum's down here anyway, and she'll know that I'm on my way. So yeah, it'll be cool. Just go down this steep hill and around the yard a bit, and then we'll be into the school. And I've stayed dry as well, guys, so that's a positive. So I am here with Lydia, and I'm going to get Lydia to talk a bit about what we are doing today and why it's important, and also about her teaching.
Okay, so today we'll start with some groundwork, which essentially isn't really talked about a lot. There are quite a lot of top riders now who are using it, especially in the dressage world, because it's just a different way of helping them cope with pressure. And what's the sort of posture you want your horse to be in for dressage? A tense one or a relaxed one? Relaxed one. So if we can teach that to them from the ground, with very little, we've not got bit in, we've not got saddle on, we've not got rider on, then when we actually get on them, they go, oh, okay, I know I can be relaxed in dressage marks. And also, it helps them to be a lot happier. And so then if you ever have like a horse who's got a bit of separation anxiety, when you then put them in the stable and they've sort of worked through their bodies, they're then going to be spending their whole stable time chilled as well and in that correct posture. Okay, first things first, you have to check in with yourself, okay? Because how do horses communicate?
Between like me,
Yeah,
what I'm
do
thinking.
they talk to you?
No.
No?
We signalise of what I'm feeling.
Yeah, so your energy,
Yeah.
that's how they communicate. So if this was filled with horses, and over in that corner there was a lion,
Yeah.
they wouldn't be going, hey dude, there's a lion over there. Their body language would change and their energy would change, and you'd be able to watch all of their heads bob up until the one here realised there wasn't a sound they made. You just watch their body language change. So first of all, if we're going in and we're like, just stay over there, and you know, don't do anything bad, what's he picking up from you?
He's nervous and anxious.
Yeah. So first things first, we've got to think about our posture, our body language, our energy. Another thing, why do horses bond?
So they trust you.
Yeah. So what's the like animal protection? Yeah.
Protection. Okay. Yeah.
So when they're a foal, they bond with their mothers for protection.
Yeah.
They're very little and they're weak and they're very easy to be picked on. Why do horses like living in a herd? That's a very good question.
They like to be together and get this like protection.
Yeah. If they're in a herd, is there one horse who's going to go and beat up any lions?
Probably. Yeah.
Really?
Will there be one that's in charge of the whole herd?
Yeah, so there'd be hierarchy. But what did I say about the communication and if there was a
Oh,
lion?
they'd get all tense and scared.
Yeah, so right now, Dan's in here on his own. He's got us, but effectively he's in here on his own. So he's got to be looking out for everything all the time. If there was 10 horses in his ground, he has that group awareness. So one of Warwickshire's favourite quotes is that you've got to give your horse your like attention and presence so that they feel felt, get heard, get going. Okay? I love this quote, so let's get moving, because that's giving you something to think about.
Yeah.
That you've got to be paying attention to him, not your dog.
Yeah.
So that we give him that protective feeling, because it's like when we're out hacking, if we're sort of thinking about what we're having for tea, he's then got to be, I'm looking out for everything.
Yeah.
If you're sort of like, yeah dude, I can see that, that's alright, you're alright, he'll kind of be like, okay. So what we're going to start with is we're going to start with a bit of follow and focus. So I just want you to walk around, and then at any different points, just stop, and he should stop with you. So this essentially just starts, so there, I'm not very good at teaching, so say, no, this is not the space where you're going to be. The space where you're going to be. He says, no, I like people. Going backwards really tricky. Yeah. One more then. Okay, I'm keeping this loop in the rope so that I'm not pulling him. I can go slower. I can walk quicker. And he should be able to match that. Good boy. Good boy. Don't press like that. No. Don't use that noise because that's the one that I use. You can use whatever one you want. Back, so he's in your space. So you want him to move your feet first. You want him there. He's got to move his feet before you move yours. Okay? So you want to try and get him to take that first step back. That's it, and then you can start walking forwards. Ask him to go back again. Good. And then release.
Good boy. Yeah.
And let him be in his space. Yeah? There. There you go. And then off you go again. There, good. Back. That's it, and then you can move your feet once you stay through the first step. Keep going, keep going. Because you can see it's a bit sticky, can't you?
Yeah.
So you want to make your energy a bit bigger, to be a bit louder. That's it. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. It doesn't matter if you get him a little bit on the shoulder, you've got to move away from this pressure. There you go, then release and give him his space. So it's really tempting to go up to him and scoop him all down. But then you haven't got any of those releasing moments because you're almost like, yay! So just almost going, your reward, the pressure comes off. That's a nice pace. That's the piece. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not you being mean to him, so
No.
there you go. Good. So then just try walking a little bit quicker. That's it, and then a little bit slower. It's really hard to do to start with. Oh. That's it. There you go, that's it. It's got to go backwards, keep going backwards. Oh. Doesn't matter if it makes noise, it's got to go backwards. That's it, that's it, that's it. Good boy. And then soften away from him. And think about it. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Just think about if you've got any tension in your jaw, take a deep breath yourself. Good boy. So you can start and then go. So then when you lose his attention, then you go. Because then you can see you starting to think about relaxing that massive neck of his. There, to stopping. Back again. Just a little bit in that personal boundary. See if you can do it with your right hand as far away from him. So try and use that tail to create you being a bit bigger. Okay, keep going. Release the right hand. There you go, then you move. There you go, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Good. And soften. Let go of the right hand. Good. And go to tension, so move on again. That's it. Change of direction. Okay. Not leading him, he's just following you. Good, well done. Good. Careful, rope doesn't get too loopy. So there, ask him to go back to go ahead of you. Think about creating that big circle with your tail. That's it. Good. Point it a bit more at his shoulders rather than his bottom. That's it. Good. That's it. And soften with your right hand so you're not pulling him forwards at the same time. That's it. Soften the right hand. And give him one more step and then go step. Good. Good boy. Good stuff. Good boy. Good from you too. Oh, I'll get this now. And you can see already his posture's sort of softer.
Yeah.
His ears are on you rather than everything else. His eyes are softer. Look, there's a floor down there. So I can stretch. Right. So let's have a little look at the next bit. So,
I find it better.
done. So, the next one we want to look at is what we did a little bit up at yours. Squaring your minds. So, all we're going to do, we're going to make sure that you're standing. So, good boy. Good boy. And then, because you got a little bit stuck when we brought it in, we just get I want you to stop with that relaxation and going forwards. That was cool. There you go. Give him, point your left hand away. Because he's pivoted, that's it. Give him somewhere to move into. When you want to be making him walk forwards. So stand a bit closer to his bottom. Yeah, and moving forwards. Give him an action. That's it. There you go. And then bigger circle straight away. Just point your hand a bit more towards his bottom. Let the rope go longer. That's it. Take your hand off him and just let him walk around you. That's it. Ask him to walk on. Walk on. Walk on, Dad. Walk on. That's it. Give him an out with the left hand. Move a bit more towards his bottom. hand rhythm as well.
Good
That's
boy.
it. Well done. Point with your left hand. Your left hand coming to your body. That's it. Well done.
You're not kick out.
Good. And then forwards to walk. Good. Keep forwards. And then go back to turning the hind leg again. A little bit steady. So go towards him at the same time so he doesn't turn to face you. That's it. I put the outside of your fingers on it.
What, like?
Like that. Have that part.
Like that?
Yeah. So it's not poking in, it's just resting there. That's it. Look up and ahead where you want him to go. Try and be stepping forward so that you're pushing him away from you.
This is
That's it.
harder than you think.
It is. And then you can stand the rest he's done in front of the space. Get to that thing. Good. This way, piece of my body is hard. Ah, dear, Tanya.
Good boy.
Good. That's fine. So this sort of waiting, you can't rush. You've got to let him have time to figure out that, ooh, that felt nice. That's what I'm going to do again.
Yeah.
Then we'll go the other way.
Okay.
Stand still or you move around him. Good. Then point with your right hand. Good.
So I find
That's
this
it.
way easier.
Yeah. But remember you want to be stepping forwards, not backwards. That's a little bit tight. So give him a bit more of a direction of where you want him to go. So think about making the circle a bit bigger. Wait a second. You're doing another turn on the forehand, too. Right. So we just want him to step out of it. So you can create a little bit more. I always hold the rope like a rein. You can just create a little bit more softness through his neck. Here, I'm planting myself. He's got to move around me because I'm not going to move back to you with him. Good boy. Catch. Turn shoulders. So here I'm getting this shoulder to lift up and back.
Yeah.
Because that's the one that you struggle with. Good. Go back to turning the shoulders again. Because you can see he's just absolutely bearing down on this one and I feel like my toes going to be squished.
Yeah.
So then I go to asking this shoulder to lift up and crossing to there, he went forwards. Got it to go back and behind. Good. Go on. Good boy. So this will help with your flat work immensely because when he goes around in circles, he likes to just go like that. So to get him up off that inside shoulder is going to be really useful. So when I'm turning the shoulder, all I do is with this hand, I point it the way I want that front leg to go diagonally. I just go to the shoulder and ask it to go back.
Yeah.
And I also, staying on the front, I also step across with my leg. Boy. Ah, it's here. It's hard then, isn't it? Turning the shoulder, and then we can go back to turning the hind leg. That's it, that one's going to be across.
Am I doing it?
That's turning the hind leg.
Oh.
Yeah. So then just come and stand a bit more in front of him, so you're thinking about the shoulders. So stop there a second. I would never be able to consume how Mary is talking. So, stand in front of him. This hand goes that way, where you want that diagonal line, that leg to go diagonal with you. And then have the rest of the rope in this hand. Yep. Just take it out of the shoulder and ask him to sit on the back. That's it. Push your other hand where you want him to go. That's it. Good. Right. So there it went forwards. That's just because you're not stepping where you want him to go enough. So just stop him there.
It's actually a lot harder.
It takes a lot of coordination.
Yeah, I never did it that way.
Then also, if you ever get stuck somewhere, change the space. So it becomes something different. Good boy, much better. Good. We also go back and check on what we did at the beginning, which got a lot better. Good. So it might be easy if we come stand behind you. So I've got my hand almost in an air shape. Up. I'm going to push it that way. My rope hand's going to come on his shoulder.
Yep.
See there? I'm stepping around the way that I want him to go. Good. So that I'm constantly in line with his shoulders.
Yeah.
I think what you would do, you would put a bit more here,
Yeah.
and so then he was just going to go that way. Go that way. So then we can start doing a bit of both. So you can turn behind leg, and then when you feel him starting to put too much weight on this front leg,
Yeah.
same neck, off the front shoulder, lift it up, and go back again. Good. You look so embarrassed. So embarrassed. He's like, oh, finally learning how to actually use muscle properly. And this will help so much, as you can see, he needs to start using these muscles more.
Yeah.
So that he builds up more across here. And this will help with that him moving himself properly. You can also see if you look at his neck, his little neck. He's got so much muscle down here from where he's just braced against you. Whereas along here should have a lot more because I think
So L.
yep. Remember you want to be in front of those, there you go. And then that's it. Section aside.
Oh my
Good.
god, this is the
That's
bit
it.
I can't do.
No, you can. That's it. That's it. Keep going. Shoulder.
Am I doing it?
Yes, you are. Good. One more and then stop and release. Good. And release. Put that completely on you. Softening for his neck. Yes, you are. Yes. Cesar, thanks for teaching me this. So then you've lost a little bit of his attention, so take it somewhere else in the arena. Good. Let's just go back to that first bit of following the focus. Good, well done. And if he stops nicely, you don't have to ask him back.
Okay.
Okay? It's only if he crosses that personal boundary, then you say, no, 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 your nice space is there.
Okay.
Where he's saying that's really nice.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
So am I doing the cross?
Yeah? Well, you can do whatever you want. You can either carry on with the following focus, or you can do a bit of turning the high leg, a bit of turning the shoulder. You have things in your tool belt now, so you can use whatever you want.
Try the shoulder for me again because I
Yeah.
don't.
Go for it. That's it. Good. 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 One more nice step and then let him rest. So there he's getting stuck, so a bit more at the shoulder. One more step. Go on, he's got to cross that leg under. That's it there. And then release. Good. Just textbook releases. He's like, yeah, I'll stand, I'll learn my head, I'll look at you. Good, well done, yes. You're not wrong.
I'm gonna do that.
space again. He's gone back to that. We always walk at the shoulder, so spin the lead rope first. Try not to go into his space. You're trying to create an area in front of you that you don't want him in. That's it, so let go with the hand underneath his chin, use the spinning of the rope. Only if he doesn't move his legs, do you then ask him the question, there you go, then you can start to walk towards him while spinning it. Ask him back, straight line, good. You're going to have to go away and practice your rope spinning skills. That's it, and then release. Good. He's literally like looking at me like, what's she going to teach me now? I'm not sure about that. That's maybe that. Good, and then go and take it to a bit of turning the hind leg.
Shall I walk first?
You can do. You can put him in a different space. Not quite where you wanted him. Create that boundary. So spin the lead rope before going to his nose. That's it. Release with your right hand. Because you're kind of going, go away, whereas I want you to hold your space, spin it, and only then if he doesn't, you sort of say, right, go back. Okay? Because otherwise you're sort of leaning on him and creating that tension that we talked around. So let the rope be a bit longer. Spin it a bit further away. That's it. There you go. That's it. Release with the right hand, release with the right hand. Try just doing it with your left hand, so don't even hold it underneath the chin. That's it. Go on, keep going. And now you can walk, so he's moving his feet. Good, and then soften. Good, and then go and turn the hind leg. Be nice and slow in your movements, check in with your energy. That's it, give him an out with your left hand where you want him to go. There, that forward step, that's it. One forward step, he's give him an out. Point where you want him to go. Good, and then take it onto a big circle. What? Use your tail if you need to. What? That's it. There you go, there you go. Good. That's it. Good boy. That's it, keep going, keep going, keep going. Try not to stand too close behind him. That's it, good. Walk around with him a little bit, so make the circle a bit easier for him. That's it, well done, good boy. Good, keep going, keep going. Point with your left hand where you want it to go. Good. And then bring the circle in again. Good, so you're getting that hind leg to turn, front legs to go. That's it. Not too close behind him. You want to sort of be where the girth would be. There, that's it. Good.
Good boy.
You can now see how you're able to shape his body more.
Yeah.
Good. And then real small circle back to turning hind legs and shorten up your left rein. Hand on his body by the girth. And stand. There. Good. And then go to turning the shoulder. That's it. Left hand away. Rope at his shoulder. You're staying in front and stepping inside. Good, that's it. Keep going. Keep going. Doesn't matter. Go backwards, so flick it at his shoulder. That's it. There you go. At the shoulder. Go on, he's got to move those front legs. Behind. Behind. Back a little bit more. Walk towards him a little bit more. There, go on. Back. Back and under. Back and under. But he's getting stuck with those hind legs, so ask him to go back. That's it, there you go. And then turn the shoulder again. So keep taking one step towards him, one step sideways. That's it, go on, shoulder, at the shoulder, at the shoulder. He's got to go backwards. So that little forward step. That's it, there you go. There you go. Come on, keep going backwards. There, you just want to walk out a little bit. There you go. Good. And one more step where he crosses over behind. There I got it. No. Yeah. Just one. Actually, I wasn't too confused.
Yeah, that was good. Oh, good Dan. Beautiful Dan. Good boy.
You never actually noticed you've been walking on sand. No, I don't think I have. How good boy. Soft he is now.
Yeah, okay.
Super duper.
So we have now finished our groundwork, so thank you Lydia for coming over and teaching us, it was good fun. But Lydia is doing a demo on the 22nd of January and I'm going to let her talk to you a bit more about it.
Cool. So it's a place called Long Close Cottage, I believe. It's in Parkham. It's on Facebook, so if you look up me on Facebook, you'll find it. I've shared it on there. We're going to be working 2 horses, or I will be. It's completely free. There are hot drinks and snacks. Ask as many questions as you want. The first horse I'll be working is one that I've never worked with before, a bit like Dan today. Just going through what you guys can be doing starting off straight away. And then the second one I'll be working with my own horse, who's a bit more advanced to this way of training and knows a couple more of the exciting tricks. So yeah, that's good.
Also Lydia is a riding instructor as well. And you're going to be holding some lessons as well, aren't you?
Yes, so I am a freelance coach, so you can just message me and we can find an arena and day to suit you. Or I've got a couple of clinics planned for the year. I'm hoping to do a camp. It's on my bucket list for the year, I don't know. I'm also, you can find me on Patreon, so there's a load of videos on there. There will be more coming. We've got a flat work one, some groundwork ones coming. And that's just sort of a platform where you guys can do training from home without me being there.
Sounds good. So I'm going to end this vlog now guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please make sure that you like, subscribe and comment down below. Also go and follow Lydia's Facebook page. It's Lydia Braysmith Coaching. And go, if you are local, go and check out about the demo and have some lessons as well. And I'll see you all soon. Bye!